Welcome everyone to the Adelaide Materia Cup semi-finals. We have Richie Alvarez versus Daniel Goulias. Our resident for world's favourite, Richie here. And
Hashtag reaching four worlds, although you might want to get his name right.
whoa, what did I get wrong?
It's Richie Alvian, not Richie
Albion. What
Alvarez.
did I say? Albion. Yeah, I knew that. I just mispronounced. This is also Bloodfist.
How are we going, folks?
Yep. And let us start with a good old deck cut. It's just Richie there.
The classic Richie cut.
I like in most games that's actually illegal.
Yeah.
Getting
Oh,
away with it while you
I don't
can.
think Richie's received a judge call about it yet. So,
Oh, I think it's fine in FF, but yeah, in I think almost every other game, cutting exactly the hand size is not a good thing.
hmm. so just to sort of review the matchup for everybody. So we already know what Daniel's doing. He's doing the good old-fashioned Raffia Control Warrior of Light. Richie, on the other hand, is going full aggro degeneracy. He's playing the Chaos deck.
Once again, sticking to his theme of playing dark decks, he went from Chaos Arc into Chaos Chaos.
Needs more chaos for his chaos.
I'm waiting for the day he merges the two decks together. We got a good mulligan there from Daniel. Looks like Richie's keeping. Oh, that's a good top deck draw for Daniel. If he can
The
play it.
Amaterasu. I don't know if that's actually as good as we think it is.
I know, if he can't play it, he can't play it. So
Mm.
Kryl, and I'm guessing, does he want to reveal it? Which does he want to reveal? The Amat or the Mist
Gonna,
Dragon? He's revealing the
he's going to
Amat.
reveal the Amaterasu because he wants to try and keep the Mist Dragon as hidden
Yeah.
information.
I saw him go to put the Mist Dragon. I'm like, are you sure that's the right move?
Oh, he's
Uh,
going. Oh, here we go. Here comes the Lithenian.
he's discarding the Amat.
And
There's the
here comes
Chaos.
the Chaos. Chaos Special. So for those of you that do not quite know how the deck works, uh, the Chaos the Chaos ETB trigger enters the stack. With that on the stack, you can use the special ability to mill 10 cards, which is part of the cost of the effect. And then your aim is to hit a Raijin or a Fujin.
Which it doesn't look like he did.
It doesn't look like so. So it looks like
Take.
Richie's just going to go ahead and resolve that. So
Oh
he's
no! Untap the Earth Source!
wow.
And then.
Oh, that is
Oh no!
unbelievable.
Oh no! Oh, Daniel must be smiling from ear to ear.
Oh,
Just draws his cards and passes.
of all of the EX bursts to hit in the deck,
The
it had
one.
to be that exact one.
Oh, that is just. Oh.
Because under normal circumstances, that Arc EX burst doesn't actually do very much.
No, it
Um,
doesn't.
Oddly enough, that's done absolutely everything. So
Looks like we're getting a Leo LB.
yeah,
Richie really wanting
stock
to
standard play
draw.
from the Chaos deck now because it is 100% on the back foot.
Yeah, it's just trying to draw itself more chaoses to do the loop again before it runs out of deck. Richie really thinking about what's the LB cost, what's he willing to lose, what's still relevant. He's just gonna get rid of a Leo for a
Let's
Leo
get rid of another Leo. So we're gonna draw a card again.
and just passes.
Yep. Now, what's important to note as well is that you can use that Chaos special during your opponent's turn. So if you are lucky enough, you can actually snap some blockers off.
Yeah, if you do it and get the Raijin Fujin, and then you have two 10Ks with first strike, and your opponent just goes, well, I can't do anything here.
Well, they are only 9K, thankfully. If they were 10K first strike, that would be a very, very worrying thing to get for free.
Oh, did I
But it
say
looks like
10?
we're
Did
just
I?
sort of doing the yeah, you said 10.
I meant 9.
But it looks like we were just doing a quick count of what cards were lost. And it looks like there was a fair few chaoses that disappeared in that one.
Just discards the
And
Refia for the Lena after playing King Tycoon.
Yep. So Daniel's just going to continue playing his game. Not to say that Richie doesn't have some amount of pressure on, but at the same time, it's nowhere near as much as what it could be.
Yeah, losing the enter the battlefield effect really hurt. He can still flare if he top decks chaos, but that's what he's aiming to do.
He's probably going to try and dig a bit deeper at some stage as well. But the fun part for this situation is Daniel's got three backups out, and Richie has to keep attacking,
Luna
which
Freya.
is going to put Daniel at a advantageous point of damage. We all know what that deck can do at damage 3.
Yep, it turns on the Arc and it turns on the Pharis.
We're going for a Luna Freya. This is an interesting call from Richie. I think he's trying to.
I think he's just digging
Seems
for
like he is going to
chaoses.
just try and, yeah, absolutely try and dig deeper for that chaos. Try and put the pressure on.
Yeah, that Leo will definitely be doing a point of damage this turn, barring some EX bursts, but yeah,
Well, the
going
main
from
EX
2 to
burst that Richie's
5.
going to be worried about is the Lev 6, because
Yep.
that doesn't just remove one forward, that removes two forwards.
Alright, he's picked his 3 LB.
Yeah, so
And
he's going to resolve the Luna Freya.
nope. Yes.
He's hit
Yes.
two chaos, but
Oh,
he
but
gets
he's
to hit a
putting the
Raijin.
Fuji, but he's putting the Raijin on the bottom.
He may not have a choice but to put the Raijin on the bottom, which is not going to help his situation very much.
He's grabbing the Earth one.
It looks like he's going to try and. So the main game plan at the moment for Richie is go for lethal,
Yep.
because he can do it, and that's very smart from Richie as well. Sort of stack the cards that are going onto the bottom and put the Raijin as high up as possible. There's a reasonable chance that if he does end up specialing again, he can just go for that.
Well, I don't think
Um,
deck size is going to be specialing again. I think this is his last special with the amount of cards in deck. So putting those dark cards on the bottom is the best scenario. And obviously, you want the Raijin as close to the top as you can. So yeah, that's why I always tell people stack the decks when you have the option to. I know it may not seem like it's relevant, but
Now Richie has an interesting play to potentially go for lethal here.
yeah, if he gets Raijin Fujin off the top,
If he swings in for points of damage, and he doesn't hit Lev 6, but he does hit Raijin and Fujin. That's actually going to take Daniel from 2 points to 7, barring no more removal. See, this
yep,
one
and
I'm
he's
not
going for
entirely
it.
sure on. I would have potentially have done it mid-combat.
I think this is the right move personally. I think you rather go for it, get it out, then swing, and then recover as you need to.
All right, so I've hit a Fujin, but
No
no
right, but he's
Raijins.
got 2 more hits.
And he's got two more
Nope.
to mill.
No.
That's a day. That's a point of damage. And there's the Lev
Oh.
6.
My.
Unbelievable. So
Uh,
remember how I was saying that you probably want to do this mid-combat? That's the reason why.
but if he did it mid combat, he wouldn't have been able to special.
He would have.
No, you can't respond to EX bursts.
Yeah, but you can do it before point of
Oh, he
damage.
didn't. He grabbed the Refia back. He didn't tuck the Leo. Interesting. I guess he's not scared of it.
Well, now he's in a spot where he, like, at this particular point, the Lev 6 sort of just like, okay, and now I can just go ahead and recover.
But yeah, I think that would have been a poor choice in mid combat because then you have the dead chaos in hand.
Potentially. See, what you could do is you could attack with the chaos before damage, chaos special, force out any potential plays. But this looks like it could be a
Amat,
Shintoto.
Shantoro, sorry, not Amat. Yeah.
And there it is. Let's just pack it up.
And now Daniel just plays the how many cards does your deck have left game. Good
And
news
Richie
is
does have a
though,
fair amount of cards in his hand, though, so that's sort of advantage Richie on that front.
yes, he's also 4 damage up, and he also has that chaos in bin online right now.
If he has the Earth card to play, if the Earth card to use the ability, yes.
Yes, yeah. Obviously, you have to pay for it, but it is
Mm.
active.
So my sort of thought process right now is, does Richie have elements to go for the Gilgamesh FFBE play? Because he can use the Limit Break Noctis to pick it up, but it looks like he's just going to say draw go. He does have his break zone flipped over though.
Yeah, I was just like, what?
Terra picking up Mist
This
Dragon most
dragon.
likely, and just Mist Dragoning the bin.
Yeah,
So now it doesn't matter. Alright, so it looks like we've got the judge coming over to sort of just
yeah,
confirm which one was the deck, which one was
yeah.
the bin.
At least they know what the bottom of the deck is, so they can work out.
Which one was the deck? I believe the top pile was the deck.
Yes, top pile is the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
problem solved.
yeah,
Uh,
and then Mist Dragon, eat the break zone.
yeah, we are.
At this
That
at this
Gilgamesh play is gone.
Yep. So we do not have any recourse.
What I would give to get a deck count of Richie right now.
Oh, but he's got
Oh,
the 11
11
cost chaos.
cost
He's gonna just
chaos.
go ahead and steal that Terra, but I believe the word
That's.
Amaterasu is gonna move very quickly to oh
Oh,
no,
no.
he's just gonna let it happen. Now Richie is normally a braver man than most. But he is not running Arc in this deck, so no crazy Chaos Arc shenanigans.
Oh,
But he
there
is
it
going
is.
to go ahead and double pitch for Gilgamesh. So now he can go to combat and try and Dole freeze out one of the backups there. But I believe Daniel's hand is Fire Card and Amaterasu.
Yep, it's Luneth.
So we can block out the Shintoto, but not today, folks.
Those were some key discards, though, for that Gilgamesh.
That is true.
Like, getting it online with only 3 cards, 2 cards in bin, sorry, was just.
Yeah, but it had
Another
to be
Mist
exactly
Dragon!
those cards. Is that another Mist Dragon?
That's
The deck
another
does run
Mist
three,
Dragon!
so the deck does run three Mist Dragon. So,
the
that is a
cards
thing.
the cards Daniel wants to see this time around. Oh, this is just
There,
Daniel's
there, there
game.
is there is agonizing pain, and then there is what Richie is feeling right now. But we'll get to that.
Well, I think that last Mist Dragon was the first one off the Terra, so he technically has only seen 2 out of his 3.
He hasn't
Oh,
used his limit break
no.
either,
He's just
so
going
we
for the
can just
Luna
go ahead for
Freya.
the Luna Freya. Yeah, don't need that Shintoto. Probably don't need the Sid Highwind either. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, I agree with that. There's King Tycoon. Oh,
So burst,
God, just
burst,
all of
burst,
the.
not a burst, and a burst. So it would have been even scarier if one of those happened to be a Lev 6, because then he could just bounce his own terror
Yeah, I
and
was
then tuck
thinking.
the
Thinking
11 cost
he can't
chaos.
get that lucky, right?
Well, you never know in these sorts of situations.
I don't think he worries about the Kryl. I think it's Kukullen at this point.
Actually, I personally think it's Lena, because the
Lena?
Lena lets you draw a card, but you can also use the Lena special to bring back a something special.
No, he
But
is going for the
he's just going to
Kukullen.
go ahead with the Kukullen
It's just a good card to have in hand. He can also
and just
respond by any
switch.
death to Terra by Kukulling it.
Well, he switched off that Chaos text box.
Yeah.
And we just pass turn.
Yeah, because if Richie tries. I guess there's no summons in bin to worry about, though.
No, it's just
Yeah.
praying that things work out now.
Digging into that LB.
He's going to use the Surges for Dull.
Dull. Get some damage in. Nah, I don't see this as too bad a move.
right up until the second Lev 6 happens.
Well, he didn't get it on the Luna Freya, so
Oh, actually, no. I think that's a Victoria.
is it? No, you might be right. Yeah, 7K, but doesn't
So he's
work,
got to
right?
go for the 7K burn on the Luna Freya
But
because
it's got three
Daniel's
cards
only
in
got
hand.
two cards in hand.
Two, I thought he has three.
Oh, he does have three cards in hand.
That's why I was.
So there we go.
Oh,
So that's a misplay from Richie.
yeah, I was thinking like that can't be Victoria, right?
Oh, there we go. So
Just passes.
that's that's what I was actually speaking with Richie when he got back and he mentioned that he did that. I didn't realize it was in this game.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see it. And Daniel just got his Refia.
But here's the thing though, Daniel doesn't necessarily need to play much of the game anymore because Richie's deck is actually quite thin.
Yeah, like I said, at this point it's just how much deck do you have left, but it's more that. And that Chaos has got a removal on him. Blanks the Chaos.
Well, he's going
He's
to
going to
just
use
throw
it
the
in
terror at the
response.
Ludifrayer at
Yep.
that point because he doesn't have much of a choice.
You
And
still
then
get
the
your card
Kutala
draw, don't you? You
dissolves.
still get your card draw, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Unless he targeted the Terra. Maybe he targeted the
Uh,
Terra.
he was definitely pointing at the chaos there. He
That's what
was
I
just trying to
thought.
force it. Yeah, because then we can do Faris, search for a Warrior of Light, ping the chaos. Who cares?
What do you
Now it's interesting to
grab?
note that Richie's version of the chaos deck is the multi-element version, so he is going deep to try and get the Gilgamesh FFBE off. So it's a water ice centric build, but he does have
Yes, which
the
runs the four color walls in it to get the trigger off the
he's got the four color
Gilgamesh.
walls, and he's also relying on milling extra Raijin and Fujin to get that seventh color.
You go for Arc right now, right? Because you got the Refure in hand.
Well, the question is, do you have the Refi in bin?
Well, you discard it to the Arc. Arc's an enter the battlefield effect, so you can target what you discard to it.
That is true. I personally like the idea of having uh, the uh, the spare Refia in hand just in case.
That is true. But it looks like I
Looks
didn't
like we're
go.
just going to jam Refia though.
I'm still
We
surprised he
just wanted
didn't
to search for
go.
the water CP.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have the water. Because I'm like, why didn't he play the Refia first, then the Faris kill the Victoria?
And passing the turn, for Warrior of Light up.
Yep, you could also technically block with the Faris to do extra damage, so the body on the Chaos is kind of irrelevant. Tucking Victoria puts it into the exile, into the LB zone, so. And you're no longer worried about the death threat from the Chaos anymore.
I don't think you're worried about the chaos at all, actually.
Well, you would have
You
been
kind of want to,
before.
you
You
kind
jam
of just
out.
want to keep it in play.
Yeah, but I meant if you jammed out the Refia while he still had the Terra.
Oh, there we go. There's a
Oh,
solid hit. There's a Warrior of Light for the burst.
I think we tuck
Richie's
here,
kind of
right?
just got a push, and then it gets tucked away. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even give a card back. That's the crazy part. There's two questions that need to be answered. How many cards has Richie got left in his deck, and how many dark cards does he have in his hand?
Yeah. Especially with that Chaos still on the field.
Yeah, because Daniel's now in a spot where he doesn't even need to think about removing that chaos because even though that chaos was free, it's not the other chaoses.
Problem is he's on 5 damage, so eventually he will have to do something about that Chaos. Might not be now, but he will eventually have to if he doesn't figure out a way to shut it down. That
Also
being
very true.
that being said, his LB is still pretty packed. He's only played the Luna Freya at this point.
He's only used the Luna Freya. I think the next potential would be play a card, play a Tidus, perhaps.
Maybe.
Just seeing how many of the Raijin and Fujin have been
Exiled.
put into the exile. And it looks like it's just one of each.
So his deck's still full of her, but I don't. He can't have more than 10 left. He cannot have more than 10 cards left in deck.
At this point of the game, no.
Yeah.
If it was a little earlier, yes. But with the amount of digging that's happened, there's not enough cards to do a chaos special.
Yeah, you're hoping to draw your Raijin Fujins together to discard one for the other. But even then, it's not 10 cards in. Might he have 10 cards in bin? He
Up
had
to
a
the mill,
bin.
he might.
He had a bin for a second there. I can't see where it's gone. Oh, there it is.
That's his
Oh no,
move from game part.
that's
That's
his
his
move.
regular
That's
break
his
spin.
bin. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he'll be at 8 at most if he does top deck Raijin Fujin, unless he gets some other cards to discard, but doesn't look like he can. Yeah, Raijin Fujin's not a good option right now.
Yeah, so it's
Daniel's
just a straight
turn.
pass turn. Well, with the amount that's
Kusip in hand.
with the amount of cards that Raffia draws, that may not be too far behind on the card count, but that's a 6 cost levy in hand.
6 cost Levy, Kukullen. He's got everything. Yeah, he's dealing with it. It's like, I might as
Yeah,
well.
onto the top of the deck.
Well, he's about to get rid of it.
He is about to get rid of it. They just swing with the Faris.
It's a bit risky swinging, but yeah.
Oh, swing with the Raffia
Well,
first.
Faris
Okay,
can trade up, and Refia you want to protect, so you don't mind it being down.
this is true.
Yeah. Uh,
See, now Daniel can just sort of play
just yeah,
the
he
one
doesn't
for
care.
one game.
Oh, is
Just double
Richie
checking.
going for the chaos?
He's probably just double checking exactly what he has left.
I see it in hand actually.
Question is, can Richie pitch enough monsters to actually switch it on?
That's what I think he was just counting. Oh, this is so annoying. He has the chaos in hand, but he doesn't have the deck. One,
Oh, there we
two,
go.
three,
We've got a.
four, 7. I count 7 or 8,
I think I count 6 actually.
6.
So 6 cards left. So the Chaos Special is absolutely off the table.
Yep, and we know what the bottom 5 are. Or we know what the bottom 6 are actually. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Card, Raijin, unknown. Can't remember what that other card that got revealed by the Luna
So
Freya
here we go.
is.
So it's pitch Fujin, play Raijin.
Okay, so here's the
Mill the
mystery
2.
cards. There's the Raijin that we knew was
Here's the
second.
last Raijin.
Yep, now we know it's
If
all
we've done
dark
that the other
cards.
way around.
Yep. I don't think he had it.
Well, there's the Chaos.
Alright, here
But
comes
here comes
Ark.
that Mist Dragon.
Mist Dragon, you think? Oh, he got Mist
Yeah,
Dragon. Yeah, he does.
because we knew about it already. So that's game over there.
Oh my god. I assumed that Mist Dragon had gone by now, but no, he ham-fisted it.
Just kept it in hand. He didn't need
Yeah.
to do anything with it. He just
So yeah, no, then yeah, he didn't need to get rid of it. So why? I could have sworn he did discard it though for something. He must have brought it back. I thought I saw it get
yeah,
discarded. Unless that's the
he
third one.
kept that one card in hand. He always kept that one card in hand.
Okay. Just
And
Matt.
now
Okay.
Richie's down to 4 cards left in deck and 3 permanents in play.
And there's a good old Levy in hand for Daniel.
It's almost not worth it.
Oh, if it stops you dying, yes. Like, he is on 5 damage. But at this point, he just starts. He
Yeah,
tapped.
he's going to put the chaos on
Okay, they
top.
fixed. They fixed it. They fixed it. I'm like, Shantaro is not a warrior of light.
If if it were though.
Yeah,
Yep.
just getting
Varus, bring on.
getting rid of chaoses and those last. So that top card is a mystery card. I can't remember what it was. Oh,
Casual Warrior of Light.
casual warrior of light. So that top card is that last card the Luna Freya revealed. I know the last bottom four, the bottom three are chaoses.
Did Daniel just go to discard?
Yep.
Yeah, just back it up. There we go.
Yeah.
There's just more chaoses.
Well, we knew that.
Okay.
That was game one. Oh.
3 Mist Dragons though. That's what it took.
Well, that's unfortunately the biggest gaping hole weakness of Chaos right now, besides EX bursts. Yeah, Richie wants to pile shuffle because he's like, all my Chaoses are clumped together right now.
Definitely fair. It looks like he's going to 12 piles. Yeah, he is 12 piles. He just want to
That
make
hurts
sure that
me.
everything's sort of spread out. But we will make an important note though that pile shuffling doesn't actually do much in the way of shuffling or randomization. It kind of just moves the cards around.
Well, that's why it hurts me. I only pile shuffle the 5 because the point of pile shuffling is to count your deck. You pile shuffle to count your deck to see that do you have the 50 or the 60 or whatever the number is. So obviously, if
Yeah.
you're playing a 50 deck like this in FF, you do 5 piles. And I mainly do it after a game where I've versed a lot of Mind Flayers, Lardis, any cards where I've had to give my cards over. Zidane, of course. I forgot the most important one. Or almost forgot it.
So I I actually do piles of 9. So this is something from back from the MTG sort of days. So when you're like playing a game of MTG, you could do 7 piles. So you've got like 7 times 8 is 56 plus 4 cards left over is 60.
Yeah.
For FF, I do a similar thing where I do 9 piles. So I got 9 fives for 45 and 5 cards left over.
Yes. As long as you're doing it to count your deck, not to actually shuffle. I just do piles of 5 because I'm like, if it's even number, it's even
Yeah.
number.
So another reason why I do like the piles of 9 is if my deck is sorted, because then I can do like the piles of 9, move them all around, stack the piles, and then continue my shuffling. And it looks like Daniel's giving Yuchi's deck a good shuffle there.
Help him out. Randomize that because getting that
Yeah,
whiff off that
little
first
bit of
chaos.
randomization.
Yeah, getting that whiff off that first chaos was probably very painful. Richie actually shuffled the deck as well. Shuffled Daniel's deck there, and I did the top 5. It's too scared to give him Mist Dragons again. Daniel's going to get rid of that hand. Quick, smart, I believe. I can't see what Richie has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Daniel's going to mulligan. I believe Richie is also mulliganed.
No, no, no. I think Richie kept, didn't he? And Richie starts. We should note that I probably should have said this in the first video. Daniel was top of Swiss, therefore he gets to decide to go first in every match that he is in.
That is true.
Unless I'm mixing up my Daniels, which I hope I'm not.
You are not.
Okay.
The previous game, the quarterfinals match, was first versus eighth. I believe this one is first versus fifth at the
Yes,
moment.
I believe that is correct.
So
Alright,
it
looks
looks like
like...
we might actually be having some interesting amounts of banter at the moment.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that, or if it's a judge call and they're checking something. I'm wondering what could it be a judge call right at the start of the game.
Judge, I drew too many dark cards. Can I mulligan again?
My Chaos deck isn't
That
chaosing.
that
Can I play?
Obviously, that's a joke, of course, but
My chaos deck isn't chaosing. Can I go get more chaoses? All right, here we go.
hmm.
Oh, just
He's got the
discard.
Luthanian straight off the bat.
There goes. I think it's Faris. Oh my god! You saw what he drew, right?
And he just drew another. He drew another Faris.
He drew no. He drew a Mist Dragon. He drew another. He drew a Mist Dragon.
You should have had a Mist Dragon counter for this tournament.
Oh god, I should have done it.
Oh wait, but look at this. It's just a Leo.
Yeah, I think he needs that Earth. Oh my god!
That's another Mist Dragon. I mean, that's your Earth CP.
That is your Earth CP. And he's
That's
just passing.
I'm sort of entertained by that because that's a kind of a poor sign from Daniel because he's not actually playing a backup. He's just gone with the Leo.
He doesn't need to. He's got
That,
Mist Dragons. Why play backups when you have Mist Dragon?
well, you do have 12 Chaos to contend with.
Uh, this is
So
just perfect. Like you can't get better than that. I think I remember what's going on right now. If I remember, and this is the correct game, Richie has all dark cards in hand. I thought it was.
oh
I
boy.
didn't think it was this game. I thought it was. I thought. I can't remember if it was 2-0 or 2-1.
Oh, it
Yep,
was this game.
It's this game. He's playing Spiritus and is going to fail to search.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is
Of all the
unfortunate.
situations. I think this was also mentioned in by Ghoul in his review of the tournament. Um,
Yes.
where he mentioned, oh yeah, like this is just a non-game from both of us. It's just
Yeah,
who
I'm the
can
one.
non-game harder.
I'm the one that made that comment that Daniel was talking about. I'm the one that like whispered to.
Oh,
I whispered
here we go.
to Chris at this point. I think this is a game of which deck is derping the most.
All right, well here we go. We've got some chaos action happening.
Yeah, but we know that it's going into nowhere. There's one hit, and
He's going for the
yep, he's
yep,
going for
get
the
the Mist
first one.
Dragon. That's okay. Effect's still on the stack. Here we go.
Go again. Does he have another Earth CP?
He may have drawn into it from the Mist Dragon.
All right, we're flaring again. Do we have any hit? We have one hit.
So it's
And he three Mist
he actually
Dragons in
hit both of
hand.
them.
He had three Mist Dragons in hand.
That's the double Misty. The question is, does Richie just go for it again?
Oh, yeah,
And at
three
this point,
Mist
you may as
Dragons.
well.
You draw your card. There it is. Oh, and he's counting. I think all of them are gone. They're all gone.
All of his
All
Raijins are gone.
six. All six.
Oh, they all are.
All six are gone.
Well, there's no much point hitting that special again, then, is there?
I don't think he has deck left. That's 20 cards.
Actually, better point. He's still going to take the points of damage, so we could potentially see some bursts to
Yeah.
add to the shenanigans. I mean,
Here
I'll
we go.
happily admit there is some risk
Une.
in it's an Une
Luna
and
Freya
it's a
to draw
Lena,
your
so draw a
card.
card.
Elena, sorry. Again, I know what the cards do. I don't know what the cards are named. Oh,
Yep,
this
and
is
then
so
that's just a
good.
pass. Oh, is that a Tyro?
That's a
That's a
Tyrone and
Tyro.
Amat.
Oh,
Daniel is just cruising. Oh, this is so hyped.
well, so it's unfortunate that Richie's kind of lost half of his deck. The double Mist Dragon will sort of do that, but
Alright, he's got a Chaos in hand. He's got Larsa. I couldn't see. I think that's another of that ice backup he's got on the field. Uh,
Lufenia.
Lufenia, that's the one.
Yeah, so Richie does run the 3 copies of Lufenian in this deck just so he can get 3 points of 3 cards worth of discard on the first turn.
Yeah, and it's also discard for the Gilgamesh, which is really good.
It's also in play CP for a Gilgamesh, so it's useful.
Yep.
Not that Gilgamesh is particularly strong at this particular scenario at the moment, but
Nope, not at the moment. Okay, here comes some
here
LB.
comes a
Are we
Leo.
just going for a Leo? No, we're going
Oh,
for a... There's
Surges.
Surges.
He's just
Double.
going in. He's got to go in. He's got to
Yeah,
go aggro.
I just gotta
Here
get
comes the
some damage
Spiritus
in.
and
There's a
not
Toto.
much of Photo. Ooh.
Oh,
But there's
there's a
Corral, though.
Mist
That's going to get
Dragon
back another Mid
back!
Dragon.
That's just salt in wounds. Oh no, he's going for something else. There's no point, I think.
Yeah, there's not a great deal of point with going with another Mist Dragon.
He's thinking the Faris.
That is a good call because the Corral can pick up Category 5 forwards.
I believe it also kills the Spiritus.
It
Spiritus is
does
only a
not.
3k? Yeah,
The Spiritus is a 2K forward.
2k.
So
Well,
that if the
yeah.
Faris does get played, then it's just a free ping on the Spiritus.
Well, he just drew a Faris, so that's a bit frustrating. I'm counting. Oh no, he's got a good chunk of cards.
Yeah,
I
if
think
Richie
that
wants, he can go for a third special.
there's no point without Raijin Fujin, though, right?
You're right, there isn't.
But he can do it on 6 damage. Yep.
That's correct. Yep, so we just shoot the Spiritus. Don't really care to see that hit the break zone at this point.
Well, it means he can. It means Daniel can kill the Chaos a lot easier.
Well, he can kill the Chaos without getting punished.
Yep.
Um, but the question is, what exactly in Daniel's deck can go ahead and kill a Chaos?
All right.
The answer is
Does he have
not a
Refia?
great deal, but Refia is certainly a way to get rid of a Chaos without killing it,
Yep.
which is part of the reason why I personally don't like Spiritus in these Chaos decks, because when you've got cards like like Kukulkan and Refia, the additional text on Spiritus doesn't actually do or mean anything.
I think he's just there for the search. You don't care about that extra text. He's there for the search.
I mean, yes, he is there for the search. However, if you have to add a card to your deck that makes a deck in somebody else's deck better, that's a sign of personally like poor deck process.
All right. He's got the 4 on tap. He draws. Does he want to give the Faris haste? No, he does not. Just
He doesn't
passing.
need to at this point.
Yep. Oh, killing that Surges just starts guaranteeing field presence. Because he still has to worry about that Gilgamesh if Richie can get his bin full enough. The amount of cards in deck, that's still a possibility.
Yeah, he did not pick up the Mist Dragon, but he does have an Amaterasu in his hand.
Yep.
Ah,
Can I see your bin? Mine is looking a little low.
yeah. Can I have some of those cards in my break zone things? I need to get colors for my Gilgamesh.
Hey, Refia might have enough of the colors.
That absolutely has all the colors, but there's no point. There's actually not a great deal of point playing any forwards unless you can get rid of the Refia. The problem is, I don't think Richie can get rid of the Refia.
Yeah. And if he goes to pass now, that Refia is just going to tuck the Surges.
That's the third as. Just doing a quick card count in Daniel's hand. Yep, he's got more than 2 cards, so Victoria is not a good play.
Oof. Yep. At least he's not making that mistake again.
Thank Odin for that.
But what else does the LB run? I'm trying to remember that LB for that deck. Because he was running a fairly unique version of Chaos, I thought. Or was he running the
So there's
the
two
general one.
variants to Chaos. This is just one of those two variants. He's focusing more on like the water ice side to try and get colors online. Yeah, there we go. There's a cloud. So he's running cloud, so he can get rid
Yeah,
of the Raffia at that point. But Raffia can just casually respond by
tucking.
sending sending the cloud away, probably.
Yeah, because he can always block the surges or just take the damage and EX burst. But yeah, so it is one of the common decks. I was just wondering if Richie did something unique to it or if he did something because I'm not sure.
The
Richie's
thing that is
very
unique for the deck,
yeah.
yeah, the thing that is unique for the deck is the use of the Lufenian, as far as I'm understanding, because
Didn't
he is going a
Amat?
bit deeper into the ice.
He didn't Amat the Cloud, which was interesting.
I don't think he had the fire CP.
He did. He had the Luneth. I know he
The
loses the
Lunith
tuck.
was the Lunith was dull.
Yeah, yeah, but he could have Amatted instead of tucking. He saves his Refia and kills one of the two things on the board.
But at this stage, you can just go ahead Warrior of Light and Raffia with
Yeah,
the Sarah FFL. So now you can just play the Raffia.
yeah, fair enough. He also saves his Amat.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think that Daniel's in a situation where he can be particularly scared of what Richie has or is trying to do.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to push damage. He just needs to keep himself on that 4 damage.
Yeah, it's just a gigantic game of keep away.
Yeah, he's just passing. I still would be very. I guess that's why he didn't Amat. I know why he didn't Amat. He's saving the Amat for Gilgamesh.
Yeah,
The only thing that really can stop him right now is Gilgamesh. So he's saving the Amat for the Gilgamesh. Took me a minute.
it's a solid call.
Yeah, like he's tucking something, so he doesn't need to worry about the Amat factor. So he might as well keep the Amat in hand for the actual threat.
Yeah.
And he saw the
Personally,
Gilgamesh
though, I
game
probably
one.
would have. Yeah, personally, I probably would have. I'm not sure if I would have tucked the Surges. I probably might have tucked the Cloud purely. Like I understand that Daniel's miles ahead,
I'm
but
wondering if he knows that there's a second cloud in LB.
I don't
So
think Richie's got the lightning cards to use it, even if he did
no,
have it.
but still, you don't want to see the second cloud.
Is that a flan?
That's a
Is
flan.
that is that Opus 4 flan?
Yeah, that's being played in the deck. This is the one I
Ah,
was playing.
classic.
There goes Warrior of Light.
Yeah, you're gonna have your water CP untapped at the passing of the turn, so it's not gonna make a great deal of difference.
Yeah, that's the right discard. The only thing is he has to discard Refia for the Amat right now if he does go for the Gilgamesh, but I don't think he can.
Is he likely isn't able to. It's not that it makes a great deal of difference from that sort of perspective.
Richie's like, I need to read everything. Swinging
He's
in.
also just got to go for it, and
Yeah,
Leo under the bus.
just store for turn. Still plenty of cards.
Plenty of cards left, so if Richie does end up finding a chaos to
Yep, he's got
special
it.
with,
There he
like
is.
so, here we go.
This is risky though. I don't think this is a good idea. Because he's got nothing to
He
hit.
doesn't,
Here
and
comes
he
the
comes the
Amat.
Amaterasu. But he's still going to take a point of damage though.
Yes.
And it looks like Richie's just reminding him of that. Here we go.
Good
To
color.
Cullen. Let me just draw a card back.
Richie's
And
got
yes, he
3
might have
turns
pitched
in
the
him.
Rapier for the Amaterasu, but I don't think he minds that very much.
The Faris trades up with the Chaos if it attacks. And he's got LB
So
up the
does
wazoo.
so does the Arc for that matter.
Yeah. But he is vulnerable to Gilgamesh right now. Oh, Kukullan back. The Refia.
Yeah.
Play
So
the
now he's not
Raffia
particularly vulnerable um,
on
to the
the
Gilgamesh.
stack, tucking Chaos.
Put the Chaos on top of deck.
Untap. Swing with
And draw a
Ferris,
card.
killing the Chaos. Oh, we forgot the card draw, it looks.
Yeah, he needs to draw the card.
Oh, he just remembered.
Oh, there we go. And Chaos into damage.
Yep. Pass turn. But again, we're just...
Well, now Richie doesn't have enough cards
doesn't
in
have
deck to
enough.
actually continue playing the game.
Yeah. So even if he does get the Gilgamesh, he can't really do it because it'll get tucked away. He card drew.
Use the
Oh,
Tombow
I
to
guess
draw
it's
a
an odd...
card.
Yeah, he's an odd number. So you're at odd numbers, you might as well draw one card.
Yeah.
That's absolutely reasonable. No, that was my... I was like thinking about that until I saw how many cards he had left.
Well, now he has to sort of... The only card he really can play is a Limit Break Surges, but
He's
he's just scooping it up
it.
there. He's
Yeah.
done. He's done. The game is over, and double Mist Dragon to open things up brings Daniel across the line there.
We had 3 Mist
Absolute
Dragons that first
madness from
game,
that game.
2 that second. Oh my god.
Absolute madness.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a few turns there that... Yeah, he had the Ami to protect himself from Gilgamesh, or he had the Raffia to protect himself from Gilgamesh. So, yeah, he covered his bases very well, Daniel, there. He missed Dragon at the right moments. He had what he needed to protect himself from the legit threats. He didn't overpay. Yeah, I would have made that mistake of amatting the Cloud. I would have definitely made that mistake. But that just shows the difference in skill.
It's one of those situations, really. If you know what you're expecting and what is to come, then Plus, at the same time, going for the Amat on that Chaos was a solid call because you were going to lose those cards anyway. You may as well use it to not lose a forward.
Yes. No, I don't doubt him on that one. That one was a good move, but playing it on the Cloud where I thought he should have, that's just, yeah. But
Yeah.
no.
The only thing I could potentially have thought about was tucking the Cloud instead, but in the end, it turned out okay. So, Daniel Goulias, the
Moving into the
man,
final.
the myth, the legend, the American monster, going into the finals.
Yep, and this game was a really great semi-final between 2 fantastic players who will now be seeing at Nats, seeing that this is the top 4, which means everyone here would have got their invite in the top 4.
That's correct.
Yeah, so these 2 Titans might reverse at the national event, and maybe Richie will get his revenge. But that'll be later on. As for now, thank you guys for watching. Please press all the good buttons if you enjoyed the commentating. If you enjoyed anything, please leave a comment as well. Hope to see you in the finals. Take care. Bye.
Have a good one.